Okay, so this video today I really wanted to do because I've had a lot of people asking questions about if it's still possible for beats to blow up on a YouTube channel. Now, in my previous video, we discussed a lot about type beat channels and the best thing to do to grow them, about getting beat store traffic from your type beat channel and turning that into sales. If you want to check out that video after this one, by the way, I'll leave the link in the description for that. But I wanted to do a little video kind of showing you how beats actually, I wouldn't say blow up, but incur a lot of views over a long period of time, get that longevity, get that repeat views, and become beats which are more successful on your channel, and kind of the trend that it follows as well. This isn't necessarily one of them videos where after you watch this you're going to know how to get more sales as a beat seller. This is just the sort of information that's good to know to put your mind at rest, worries aside, when it comes to your beats not getting as many views as you would like to. So what I've got today, I've got 3 beats which for my channel standards have done the best, incredibly well, and also follow different patterns of how they arrived at the views that they're currently on and the views they continue to get, as well as the beat sales they get me as well. I really hope this information will really help you in bettering your understanding of the behavior of beats on YouTube and how they grow, and how you can maybe even utilize this to your advantage, and hopefully get you to understand that patience that sometimes comes with YouTube and growing a type beat channel. So the first video I want to show you is this one. It's a Taylor Swift beat. It is my most successful beat on YouTube, and it also gets me probably the most amount of sales out of all my beats. And it's got 55,000 views, which if you're a humongous beat seller, you could probably get that every video. But this video is one of them transparent ones. This is for the beat makers who don't get 50,000 views every single video. I'm sure some people probably struggle to get over 100 views or over 1,000 views on videos. So I feel like this one's a good, realistic goal for people to aspire to when watching this channel. And because 55,000 views is doable for everyone, believe it or not. If you're struggling with views now, it is doable. And this is the perfect example. But how this beat has grown isn't how you maybe think when you see a video. Because when you look at views on beats which are ranking search results, you might think that overnight they got to 50,000 views. But when it comes to this beat here, you can see the consistent amount of views this has been getting over a long period of time. This has never had any short, massive burst of views. It has been a slow, gradual increase with occasional little spikes of heightened activity. I normally found that was around the time that Taylor Swift would release new albums, or she would do something or announcements, because then Taylor Swift is just getting searched more in the search results. And you can see that YouTube search is the primary traffic driver for this one, along with suggested videos and other features, but YouTube search is the main one. This is a beat which is ranking on the first page, very high up in Taylor Swift type beat, so you can see the results are there to see. And this wasn't the first Taylor Swift beat I uploaded. This was after about 5 or 6 Taylor Swift beats where I noticed that I was getting some kind of traction, but it wasn't until I uploaded this beat and I just called it Taylor Swift type beat. At the time, something clicked in the algorithm and it blew up. It's also made me £23.40 as well, which is quite nice. And gained 132 subscribers and 1,000 hours watch time, which if your channel is not subscribed, this was incredibly helpful for me getting my YouTube channel monetized, rather not subscribed. Don't know why I said that. But we're going to look at a few other examples now, because I've got other views with loads of beats which have kind of blown up a little bit differently, and I think it's also good to know this as well. So the next beat is what I would call a seasonal trend beat, because this is a Christmas beat and this has a very different behavior in terms of how this has blown up. Now, it's not Christmas right now, so as you can see, views are very few and far between, but during the Christmas period when I uploaded this beat, you can see the momentum that was carried with this beat into Christmas. And lo and behold, as soon as Christmas ended, of course, the views died out. But that's okay. It still managed to get views along the way. But this is one of them beats which I really want to readdress this time next year, because what you'll probably see now is because this got onto the first page, ranking very high up on Christmas pop instrumentals. That's why it's got as many views as it has. But this time next year, I guarantee there'll be another spike, because this is what I call, again, a seasonal beat. And it's got a seasonal trend to it. So it's very expected that if you make beats for seasonal periods, you will get nice short bursts of streams like this, which you could argue is more blowing up. And this is a realistic type way to blow up beats. But again, this only happened because I was targeting a certain niche at a certain time of year, which would mean that traffic has been driven to it. Not every single beat I upload. In fact, no other beats I upload in my normal day-to-day runnings of pop instrumentals follow this behavior at all. You're only going to get these sorts of results if you jump on something that is happening in the moment and searched in very high volumes. So not necessarily seasonal, but it could also be something like Drake releasing a new album or Taylor Swift releasing a new album. I found smaller successes, especially in my own experience with Taylor Swift, because as everyone watching this channel knows, Taylor Swift did really well for me for probably about a year period, so I was smashing that type of beat a lot, and I did find very small versions of this would happen. So this is the sort of thing you can keep in mind when trying to blow up your beats, that this is one way to get loads of views in a small period of time. Now I want to give one more example, and this one is my third most viewed beat. It's got 10,000 views. It's another Taylor Swift acoustic pop one, and again, this is one of the ones which is a little bit less consistent in terms of the view as the first one I showed you, because this had a really distinct couple of bounces, so it built momentum over a long period of time. And the reason I want to show you this beat is because this beat at first didn't get that many views early on. You can see here it didn't break 1,000 views until about, not even then, about 123 days after I'd uploaded this beat. It took a long time, but then something clicked in the algorithm, and uploading Taylor Swift beats on a consistent basis really helped. But you can see that over time I had these recurring spikes where views would just start to jump up. It built momentum and it did really well. It doesn't do so much well anymore. You can see from the YouTube search results. That is because in general Taylor Swift now, it's not as niche as it used to be when I started, and I've actually started to veer away from Taylor Swift beats because it's not as niche. More people are doing it now, so it's time to find maybe a different artist to do. But in the time that I was hitting the niche, you could see that I was profiting from it on a views point of view. And again, this is another behavior that you can look up to. So when you upload beats onto YouTube and YouTube type of channel, just because they don't get views straight away, it doesn't mean they're not going to get views down the line. And this video of mine is the perfect example. So yeah, this is something you really want to keep an eye on when you're uploading your beats, trying to see what beats are starting to build momentum, because you can also use this sort of data as well to look at beats you're currently uploading, and if you see beats starting to go on a little bit of an upward trend on their views, then that suggests that the YouTube algorithm is starting to favor that, and then that is when you can try and jump on that trend. So when I always say about looking for your niche, when you're looking for all your beats and the statistics, try and look for patterns in the beats. The best example I can give right now is if I was to go to my analytics, we could look, let's say, in the last 28 days and see if there's anything sticking out. Now, this Dua Lipa type beat, Hypnotic I called it, this has got 504 views in the past 28 days, and this is a recent one. So I think, okay, maybe something could be happening here. So go into the analytics, and we'll have a look at the overview, and we can see that this is gaining a decent amount of views on a consistent basis when we're getting YouTube search results. So again, hypothetically, that could mean that Dua Lipa could be something good for my channel to target and push out a lot more going forward, because clearly this is getting a lot more views than usual, so YouTube likes this. So maybe if I made something similar to this, YouTube might be inclined to actually push this again as well. This is what I mean as well by analyzing your data and finding your niche. This is how you can really start to build momentum as a channel. Again, this has just been one of them rambling videos where I'm kind of just talking to you, but I really hope it helps you in understanding a little bit more of YouTube's behavior and what you can expect from it. And if you do have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll try and answer them even in short form content, or again in the comments below if it's easy as well. So yeah, hope you found this video insightful and helpful in some way, hopefully. And if you did, make sure you smash the subscribe button if you're not already, because it's the best way to support the channel. But yeah, guys, have a great week. Good luck on the beat setting, and I'll see you in the next video.